What's up, guys? We're back with another episode of Freshly Unscripted. Today, we took the studio to the go. We're at the Bar City Barbershop, and my guest today is Daniel Silva, the co-owner of Bar City Barbershop.
Yes,
so,
sir.
Hey, tell them a little bit about yourself, bro. Tell them what you do here.
A little bit about myself, bro.
Yeah, tell them your story, your barber life journey.
All right. It's a kind of a long story, so we're gonna get started with the story of how it all started, I guess, right? So I had a kid when I was 18, straight out of high school, and I went straight to construction. You know, the same, I guess, same story. You know what I mean? Like it's construction right away, right? Mm-hmm. Then my brother was cutting hair at a barbershop without a license. There was a barbershop that allowed people to do that. You know, it's not right, but they allowed it. So he gave my brother a chance, and my brother, he would tell me, he was cutting hair part-time after school and whatnot, and he would tell me like, hey, come cut hair here, you know what I mean? Like, you come cut hair here. So at the time I would tell him like, man, hell no, I'm not gonna go cut, bro. That's for girls and whatnot, you know what I mean? So he would laugh at me like, all right, that's for girls, whatever. So one day, bro, that shop would pay them weekly, right? So they would be commissioned.
Yeah.
Because they were unlicensed. So I saw his paycheck one day and it was part-time. And he was making more than I was making construction full-time. Mm-hmm. So that's when I was like, okay, wait a minute here. You know what I mean? Might not be for girls. So I hollered at the owner, and he was real cool with us. So I hollered at the owner and was like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, he had already offered me a job before, so let him know like if he was still serious about that offer. He said, yeah, come on. So that's how I started cutting hair. I started it was like a Wednesday, bro. He told me, come in like on a Wednesday. Mm-hmm. And this is before appointments were available, you know? This was all strictly walk-ins and stuff. And that shop was popping at the time, bro. Like it was hot. And yeah, bro, got there on a Wednesday and just literally started hey, who's next? And start messing people up, bro. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, after that, my brother went to barber college, and probably 3 months later, I signed up to barber college. And then that's how that started. Once it got going, bro. Right before I graduated barber school, we decided that it was probably best for us to open up our own shop. We didn't see eye to eye with the owner at the other place. And that's when we had a little disagreement, and we just kind of, you know, got together and said, all right, you know, I think it's time we try to do our own thing. And at the time, my brother was working with the homie June, and the idea was presented, bro, and then, you know, the homie June was like, man, I'll ride with y'all, man, and yeah, bro, that's how Varsity got started, bro. That's the initial part of it.
Yeah. The crazy thing is, you know, I've been from the ground up with you guys because, you know, I
sir.
started cutting my hair with Oscar.
Yes, sir.
And then it went up to you. So since then, I've been kicking it with you, you know, so I've been following you all the time.
So you started with Oscar when he was what, barely beginning at Johnny's?
Yeah, I think you were barely starting at Johnny's because you're like, oh. Because in class he was like, what you get your hair cut and you do this and that.
So you would go when you guys were in high school?
I think I went with him a couple times. Because then he started going to school, and then my mom didn't want to take me over there. And then that's when he started work at, was it Midtown Barbershop or something like that? Or Midwest, yeah. So it was even farther, so it was like, I gotta get somewhere closer that I can go to. That's when you were cutting at Johnny's.
Oh, so you upgraded.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay. I got you. Yeah. And it be like that, man, you know? Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Damn, bro. So you've been getting cut with us for at least 10 years.
Yeah, 10 plus years.
It's probably been more like 11.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's wild.
Yeah, it's crazy because, you know, back in the day, would you ever have thought that barbering would become such a big thing?
No, bro. Honestly, no. But I would have never thought that it was gonna become like barbering itself was gonna become like a huge deal, right? Like barbering.
Yeah.
At the time when we started cutting hair, though, we took barbering real serious. You know, like it was just one of those things that was like it was your career, but you took it serious. Like, I guess I don't know exactly how to explain it, bro, but I feel like a lot of people that do it now, since it's like you said, it's a big deal, right? Like a barbering is like, oh, it's cool, it's, you know, you're your own boss, all that stuff, right? People do it just for that.
Yeah.
And when we started cutting hair, bro, at least majority of the barbers that I knew back then were taking barbering serious. Like it was like a craft. Like they would want to perfect it, to learn it.
Yeah.
They actually liked doing it. It wasn't just doing it because it's an easy job, and it's, you know, not saying that it's easy, but that it was just like not out there in construction, not out there doing other stuff. You know what I mean? So I think that was the thing there. Like we took it real serious. So I don't know. I feel like barbering has grown a lot, but sometimes in the wrong way, right? But it's a good thing that the industry has grown big. You know what I mean? Like I feel like barbers aren't just barbers nowadays. You know what I mean? So, but not everybody wants to call themselves a celebrity barber and shit like that, man. So
Yeah,
I don't know about all that, you know?
Yeah, cause it's crazy, you know. All you see now on social media is just videos. Everybody's doing the same thing. Like props to everybody doing all that, you know. But you know, social media, creating, doing all that stuff, it's hard, you know. Like I do it myself. It's a difficult thing. I don't keep up with content. I don't post here and there. You know, it's hard.
So
you gotta dedicate your time. You know, it's the time to consuming thing too.
Definitely. I mean, look, I'll tell you this much: doing social media with your job, that's basically another job within itself. Because you gotta edit, because you gotta do all that, make sure you're getting the right film, the right pictures, the right whatever, right? So it's still another job within your job. So however, if you really, you know, want the cloud and you know, grow in the social media world and stuff, then you gotta be consistent and stay with it.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I think that I lack, bro, as a person, as a individual. It's just the I'm not all about that clout, bro. Like back when, like I said, when we started, I would do a lot. So Varsity has always done competitions, right?
Yeah.
Like barber competitions, and thank God we've done well at them, bro. Like it's been a blessing for sure. Then a thing started back then where they would repost you too. Like pages were starting to repost barbers, you know? But they would repost you because of your work. So people start getting reposted and stuff like that. And that was a goal. Like at the time, that was a goal, bro. Like, hey, get reposted, you know? Because if you got reposted, that means your work was fire, bro.
Yeah.
So I got reposted a few times. And once that happened, bro, it was kind of like, okay, like a goal was met, and then it was like, okay, what's next? And like, that was it. Like in my mind, it was like, okay, that's what was it. Like you get reposted and that's it, you know?
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be more of a, I don't know, a different feeling, bro. Like I don't know, more exciting, more, you know?
Yeah.
But nah, that happened, and I don't know. That's a thing that I believe I'm not a person that, you know, likes to clout, like all of that. Personal life, you know, trying to keep it to myself. Again, social media, to me, is just it's social media, bro. It's not real life, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm more of a person that likes to keep my life to myself, bro, to close people. You're one of them, bro, that kind of, you know, when you get a haircut, you kind of learn stuff about me, you know.
Yeah.
As years have gone by, you're like, oh, shoot, for real, bro? Yeah, and it's just like, people don't know that, don't see that. I really don't care what people got to say, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we're in a similar situation because, you know, like me, I'm like introverted, so I don't really go out there and speak to people. I'm usually in my circle. And so, like, this podcast is like something that is out of my circle, you know, like I'm doing it.
And it's out of your comfort zone, right?
Yeah, we're doing it, you
What up,
know.
big dog?
Most people know about me, and I tell people what I want them to know as well. So, you know, so here with this podcast, like people will start learning a little bit behind the scenes of what I am, who I am, what I am, you know.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, it kind of helps everybody else too, because there's time people listen to podcast episodes and be like, I didn't know this, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like, oh, surprise.
Yeah, bro.
But
Yeah, that's definitely how social media works, bro. But hey, power to everybody that does it, because again, that's another job, bro.
Yeah.
Like social media is a whole nother job.
Yeah,
besides your job.
Yeah, I give props to everybody because that shit's hard. That's why I keep my podcast just truly blunt and naked, you know, like no editing, no nothing like that, you know.
Yeah, you guys, that's people that start to edit, know how to edit and all that. That's power to them, bro. Power to them.
Yeah, cause it's like all the streamers, everybody like that. They have all their editors and cameras and all that stuff. All they gotta do is show up and be behind the camera, and that's their job. My job is getting
But
set
the
up.
goal's to get there though, right?
Yeah,
That's the
it
goal.
is.
To have
It
your
is the goal.
editors. So, yes, sir. What you gonna do today, big dog?
Today I'm gonna get this haircut and then go work, bro. I gotta go get my 8 hours a day today.
So you working while you're working. See what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I gotta stay busy, man. I'm
Yes,
a
sir.
busybody, so I usually try to keep busy for everything I do. Sometimes I'm a little lack of efforts and stuff like that, but I try to get my time in.
There you go.
Yeah. So this is an episode that I've been trying to get for a long time,
Yeah?
because I've been trying to get you guys
Don't
on
make
the
me
studio
blush,
and
bro.
stuff.
Don't make me blush, man.
You know.
Talking
Yeah.
about you been wanting to get a podcast with me for a while, bro.
Yeah. So my new idea right here took the streaming to the podcast. I was like, let me buy some wireless mics, take it to the go, so I can do on the go episodes.
Okay.
Make it easier. So this is a fresh rough draft of everything. So if it doesn't come out good, hit up the
Oh, we're gonna do it again.
producers.
Yeah, we're gonna do it again. If it don't come out good, we're gonna redo it.
Yeah.
But this time we're gonna have a, sit down and sit somewhere and, do it like
Man, we gotta get Oscar in it too.
different.
'Cause,
Yeah, nah, Skir's over there, doing his thing, cutting hair and messing people up, you know what I mean? That's what he does for a living. That's what he does for a living. That's what he does for a living. Look, that's why his client's really mad over there, bro. My man hella mad right now. He's just like, he can't leave Oscar though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm faithful to Oscar, and he says, yo, you see how he was sitting? He was over there like this. The whole time, bro. That's crazy, bro. God damn.
Bro, it's like they say, cheat on your girl or cheat on your barber, bro. So,
gotta pick one, huh?
Yeah, I ain't never gonna cheat on my barber, at least.
Yeah, pick one. Hey, that's one thing about you, bro. You have been real faithful. Super
Yeah.
faithful. It's just crazy. And I will say this, like, I wouldn't see nothing wrong with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not a big hater as far as like, hey man, you went somewhere else, man, screw you. Nah, I'm not. Like, it's your decision and stuff like that, and I'm always gonna be here if you wanna come back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but you have friends that are barbers, right?
Yeah.
Close friends.
Close friends.
And that's one thing that to me is kind of like, from you, bro, it's kind of like, damn, okay, like, he's been, like rocking with us forever, and he has options, has always had options, but now it's closer friends, and he's still rocking with us, so.
Yeah.
Even when I'm not available, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd rather
So
look.
for real, bro.
Look ugly as fuck than have a struggle, bro. Like,
I'm not dissing
Yeah,
other people
yeah, of course.
that do it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm just saying I fuck with it, bro. I fuck with it. I mean,
Yeah.
it definitely goes a long ways for sure.
Yeah, and then the homies know I have love for them. I support them too and stuff like that. If I'm not physically there, I'm still reposting them on social media, talking about them. I usually do send them to them too, because as a fellow client, these prices are going up. Inflation's hitting us hard right now.
Yeah.
So everybody's trying to find their comfort zone and stuff like that too. So It usually depends what they want.
Hey, but if your grandfather's in, your grandfather's in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So prices keep going up, but at least that's one thing that I believe in, grandfathering people in, bro. Like if you've been rocking with me for 10 years, bro, 8 years, 7 years, like your grandfathered in the prices. You know what I mean? Like it's not like inflation's going up, prices going up, and everybody goes up. I don't believe in it, bro. But now new clients and stuff, yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? But people been rocking with me forever. You know, your grandfathered into the price. You know. Plus, that's another thing, bro. That you know. We've spoke about it before with no camera on and stuff, but you know, like you've been rocking with us forever, and you've seen it where, you know, motherfuckers go in there and have clients that have paid $200-300 for a haircut, and you know, it's not something again that the clout, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna put it out there and you know, all that. So I don't know. I mean, it's the behind the scenes that people don't see. Yeah. You know, the only ones that know that are the barbers that actually worked with us. Clients that have been there when it happens, you know, stuff like that. So
there's a little memo here. Whatever has been talked at the barbershop, it stays in the barbershop.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
Right now, this is
that's the varsity way.
Yep.
What happens at varsity stays at varsity, right?
Yep. And I feel like that's every like barbershop, you know, because
it should be.
You know, like let's say for example, we're in here. You know, you have a mother brought in her kid getting a haircut. You know, you guys keep the conversations PG. You know, just.
Yeah,
nice
you gotta be respectful.
Yeah,
you gotta be respectful.
Way.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a lady in here with kids, you gotta be respectful. You can't be in here cussing and yelling, and you know. Yeah. But if it's all men in here and stuff, then yeah, you know, we can talk about different stuff and use cuss words and all that. And I believe that's the thing too about our clients, bro. Like you guys are real good clients, man. It's when it comes down to that because you guys respect it too. Because you know, I've seen other places and I've heard of other places where people don't care, they got no filter, you know what I mean? It's like, nah, that's not, it's not respectful, bro. You gotta respect the ladies at the end of the day.
So with all these barbershops opening up, do you guys, I wouldn't say competition-wise, do you guys think there's just clientele everywhere now, or?
Well, there's always been, bro. I believe there's always been clientele for everybody. But nowadays, the difference is that back then it was limited barbers that were nice, right? Yeah. That were crispy. And now, bro, you have a lot of barbers coming out of school that are nice, bro. Like they're graduating barber college, bro, and they're already, you know, nice with the clippers. I'm not saying they can't improve. I'm just saying they're already nice, you know. Yeah. So back then you didn't see that too much, and I think that's a thing that will slow a lot of barbers down, bro. You gotta stay with it, bro, because if you don't, you're gonna be left behind, man. Like there's too many options now, if that makes sense, you know. Too many gas stations, so people can stop anywhere and get gas now. So it's I think that's the difference, bro. I wouldn't consider it competition. Like power to everybody that's opened up their own shop and studios and all that. You know what I mean? Like that's a real good thing. I mean, it's you're bettering yourself, you know. But I believe that's definitely the difference, bro. Back then there was limited options. Now you have a variety. Now you can go, like you said, social media. You can go on social media. Look up barbers in Wichita. You see, I mean, a lot of them, bro. Shit ton. And pick one, literally. Now, I will say this. I'm gonna say this, and I don't want to sound like a hater, man, but I gotta say it. A lot of these barbers, bro, making fucking false advertising, bro. They over here blurring out shit and, you know, doing their thing, but you got to keep it organic, bro, and put out what you're really gonna get when you come into the shop, you know? Yeah. So that's one thing about us, man. We put what you're gonna get when you come to the shop. So it's not false advertising and editing videos and pictures and, you know, blurring stuff out. So
yeah, that's the thing too, cause you know, with all this production of AI too, you know, that's.
Hey, AI took everything, the whole world to a different level.
Yeah, because sometimes you don't even know when it's real or not, too.
I'm an AI, my face for this podcast, big dog.
Yeah, so if y'all see a different face from like the first 5 seconds to the end of it, just know we had
I'm
to
gonna edit it, man. Like we took a break and I got real handsome, you know. So, but yeah, AI took it to a different level. It's a good tool though, bro. If you know how to use it, it's a real good tool. So, super good tool.
So how'd you feel, bro, when I hit you up like, hey, let's do a podcast, let's do it? Were you nervous or?
I've never done one, bro. So it was kind of like, oh, for real, he wants to do a podcast, you know? And when I guess when it came down to it, because it had been for like 3 weeks or something like that, you were like, hey, well, let's do the podcast. And we just hadn't been able to kind of sync up on time and all that. But when we figured out today was gonna work out, I was like, oh damn, man. I was trying to get cut, you know, look good for a podcast, but it just happened like that. It's a last minute thing where it worked out. But definitely, I mean, anytime you're gonna be, you know, out on in a camera and stuff, it definitely gets you kind of like, you know, it's nervous or, you know, camera shy or whatever you want to call it. But
yeah, I don't blame you. I still to today, I still kind of get a little nervous. As soon as that camera I hear that beep on that camera go on, bro, I get a little nervous, but, you know.
Hey, that's why, too, again, it goes back to the people that do social media. I power to them, bro, because it's not easy to stand in front of a camera and, you know, hey, you know that. So.
Yeah, because once that ever hits record, you get nervous. You have all these thoughts in your head. You're like, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say that, and it comes
and then
down
you don't
to that.
say it, huh?
Because that was me with the season 2 trailer, too. I think I did like 4 clips, and I was like, I didn't like this until I was like, all right, let's do this one final rough draft and just wing it out and do it.
So let me ask you this, since you've done podcasts and you talk about stuff and you sit down and, you know, so maybe sometimes write down what you're gonna talk about, maybe not, maybe just you know, freestyle it. Do you give props, or do you see people that are actors, like actually actors in films, like movies, different? Are you like, damn, like these people have to memorize the script, act it out, or are you kind of like, nah, that's a different situation than podcasting?
You can say it's kind of a similarity there, kind of, because I mean, I can come in here and have like, all these questions, we're gonna talk about this, I'm gonna ask you about that, but sometimes, you know, it's like movies, you gotta stick to the script. I mean. So when it comes down to something, and you know, podcasting is a little bit different in a way, because we can be talking about this, and then the topic turns somewhere else, and then it goes somewhere else. So that's where I came up with just the idea of just doing it freely, having not to worry about topics or anything like that. Whatever came to my mind. Because it's kind of hard sometimes to stay on script, because you want to just keep it on there and talk about that, but it's hard sometimes.
Yeah. And then when you're talking, as podcasts, we're just talking and vibing, right? But in the films, bro, remember these, if they mess up, you know, they gotta redo it. You know, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. What's up, big dog? Wake up, Zay.
Is that a mic?
Yes, I'm Mike. We're doing a podcast, man. You want to be in it? We got 1 million followers, big dog.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn.
You got to pay to be in it, though. Nah, I'm playing with you, bro.
Yeah, that's the thing about it, too, because, I mean, because my thought was always like, what do I come in here and we do this thing, and then we don't do it right, and we got to redo it again, and we're not going to have that same connection on the conversation we had at the beginning, too. Because it's like, we got to redo this again, and blah, blah. That's the do, and I usually try to stay away from editing too, so you know, it's just blunt. It's just what it is.
You just want to give it to them raw.
Yeah, so it's pretty much like streaming. Like everybody knows about streaming. They've taken on the go and stuff like that. So,
you give it to them raw.
Yeah, so it's raw stuff. But you know, they're kind of scripted too, because most of the time you can't just plan to go to Africa and.
Hey, so when you upload this, bro, you upload it to where? Instagram, different platforms?
I usually give a little sneak peeks of who's gonna be the special guest on the Instagram, and then I have a YouTube channel, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. So
hey, so you're gonna make one, and it's gonna be like, if you give a sneak peek, bro, we're gonna have to do a different, like not photo shoot, but like a little, you know, video.
Yeah.
But when I got a haircut, bro, you know what I mean, and then, you know, and then. You just film, zoom in, zoom out, you know, twist it, you know, all that stuff, you know?
I got you, bro. Yeah, so kind of depends. Yeah, but I think what I gotta get better at that I've seen a lot of social media is like when they have video, like podcasts, they usually have some clips here and there of like a certain topic that they bring up to. That's something I want to start implementing too, because I feel like if there's like a good little message between the videos or something's been said, it can implement other people too as well. So.
Hey, so I'm gonna interview you now, big dog. All right?
Go ahead, bro.
What made you want to start podcasting,
So
interviewing people and stuff?
So it's always been easy to talk to people, you know, here and there. So my co-host Gams, he was doing streaming. He was streaming on Twitch and stuff like that. So we'd be there just chopping it up, talking to him on, you know, me on my phone, watching him, and he had his house. And then COVID came around, so no one was doing anything, no one was working or anything. So we would just kick it at the house, talk, and you know, drink. And they were like, you know, this is pretty easy. Imagine we had some mics in front of us, you know, just started talking about anything.
Hey, but without mics and without the camera, you just talk like it is what it is. But when you, like we just said, when you put the mics on and the camera in front of you, it kind of like, oh.
Yeah,
and you talk a little different, like not switch your voice up or nothing, but you're like, sometimes you gotta think about what you're gonna say, you know?
Yeah, what I mean? That's the thing too, cause you know, as everyone know, the internet's out there. So once it's posted on the internet, it's there. So most of the time when I have like people that it's first time, it's just like talk about whatever you want to talk, but whatever, you don't gotta be like all out there. You know, I don't expect you to tell me your social security number, what you do after 10 p.m., stuff like that, you know, because it's out there, you know. Not everything has to be known. So that's the only thing about it. That's the only hard thing, because you want to say stuff sometimes, but you know, you gotta keep it PG sometimes, because sometimes I feel like I have a little younger crowd that listens to me too. So
yeah,
so.
Yes, sir, that's a good thing, though.
Yeah, but that's how I started. Just starts talking, and now I was like, I'm just gonna risk it and do it. I mean,
hey, well, if you ask me what I do after 10 p.m., you know what I'm doing after 10 p.m., big dog.
Probably sleeping, bro. You're busy, man.
I'm not gonna say it on the podcast if we may get, you know, we might get blocked or something. But you know what I be doing after 10, big dog.
Yeah, but that's all. That's
what I do for a living too, man.
Yeah, that's how the whole thing came up. Just I was like, I'm gonna take a risk, do it, buy it, start self-learning everything that I have to do. So everything you see me do, that was all me learning from YouTube. This is something that, you know, I don't know anybody personally that does it.
Okay.
So I went on YouTube, I was like, how do you do this, how do you do this, what are the best mics, stuff like that, and then just got the hang of it. I can still do better on it, because there's...
Well, you can always learn, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like barbering, bro, any craft, you can always keep learning.
Yeah,
you know?
like the craft, if you want to better your craft, you gotta do better, you know, that's what it is. Invest in yourself and do what you gotta do. So I know I can do better, but you know, this equipment for podcasting it's pretty expensive sometimes.
Yes, sir.
So sometimes I think about it, I'm like, do I really want to like pull the trigger now, or just keep doing it until I do it and then do it? Yeah, because this is pretty time consuming too. But I can't.
Hey, you gotta tell them what time we started this podcast. Over 7 a.m., man.
That word.
Bright and early, big dog. You gotta let them know.
Yeah.
The shop was open already at 6. Started the podcast at 7. You know what I mean? Drinking coffee.
We're drinking coffee. Yeah, this is probably the earliest one I've done, because it's hard.
People gonna think that we were here at 4 p.m. or something doing the podcast. Nah, this was bright and early.
They're like, the sun's going down over there. I don't see no sun. Yeah, this is bright and early, so you know, this is rough. Just woke up, got everything set up.
Literally woke up and start podcasting, man.
Yeah, so I was like, you know, you and me have good conversations. You know, we talk about stuff here and there. So I was like, why don't we just bring it over here and think about it? You know, talk about it, think about it, plot about it.
Hey, you have thrown the idea before, like, you guys need to start a podcast here and, like, you know, everything, just film it and then edit it and post it, and because of the conversations that go on in here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is, I've thought about it too, like, we've all have, but it's just, I don't know, like, when you start putting all the conversations and stuff out there, it's kind of like, what are clients gonna feel about it, think about it? Are they gonna keep talking the same with no filter, all that, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. But it's a good idea, because there's a lot of good topics that be happening here.
Yeah, and I think the other hard thing, because we're Hispanic, so, you know, we have our our two languages. We can speak
Yeah.
Spanish, hablar español, hablar inglés. So sometimes it's hard because your audience too. It kind of depends too.
Who you want to speak to, right?
Yeah. So I know most of my audience is pretty much Latinos.
Pa todos los paisanarios.
Todos los paisas
You
and
know
stuff
what I mean?
like that. So but there's a
Shout out to todos los paisas.
yeah, but I know there's a few people in there that be like, oh, what are they saying over here? What are they saying? So I did do one episode.
Entonces tenemos que hablar español, viejo.
Yeah.
Tenemos que hablar español para que la gente entienda lo que estamos diciendo.
Van a ver
You know what I mean?
subtítulos.
Si no van a decir que somos no sabo kids.
Sabo kids. Yeah, so yeah, I think that's the other hard part too, because I did an episode with Socio and Big Ali. Shout out to you guys. They're barbers as well, you know. Pretty sure you guys heard of them. They work at prime time.
Okay.
So I did them, and that was a whole Spanish episode right there too.
Strictly Spanish.
Strictly, it's a little bit of English here, a little bit. But the hard thing was like translating everything. I was like, man, I gotta put subtitles just to make sure that whoever's
People
watching
understand it.
Yeah, I was like, damn. So I was like, that's a little time consuming too, because I don't try to use AI. I try to just listen to it, because I gotta listen to all audio as well and make sure everything sounds good and stuff like that. So I was just listening to the whole thing and translating. I think it took me like a good 3 days just to edit
translate
that.
it?
Yeah, just to translate it. And I was like, damn, this is hard work too.
Hey, so have you ever done a podcast, bro, when you done with the podcast, you go look at the film, go look at the audio, and then you're like, damn it, like the audio was off?
Yeah, I had it back again, starting again, because it's been a while. It's been like 2-3 years that I did it the first season to now. So I was a little rusty at the beginning, so when we recorded our first one, y'all noticed there were some flaws in the audios. And then we recorded the second one, and then that one was just shit. Like, the audio was all off, sounded like robots and stuff like that. And I was like, damn. But that was a good episode too, bro. Maybe it was a sign that we couldn't get it up there in the internet. Yeah, but that's the only hard thing too, because I'm like, yeah, I wish I knew a better idea of how to edit that stuff, but when stuff like that happens, it happens. It is what it is. All you can do is just re-session it up again and hope for the best again.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, if this haircut ends up messed up, bro, we're going to blame it on the podcast, okay?
Yeah.
We're focused on the podcast today, okay?
We'll be all right. So what's one thing that you like about barbering, bro?
That I like?
Yeah. Like or love?
Man, I love barbering, bro. I love conversating with people. I love meeting new people, bro. I think not every client, I will say that not every client is gonna be a relationship, right? Because it sounds crazy, but a lot of clients just want a haircut in a sense. Like they just want to come in, get a good haircut, and roll out. You know, they don't want to be, like have a relationship in a sense, right? That sounds kind of weird, but a relationship, like it's like for example, like you said, you've been rocking with us forever, bro. So I feel like the it's a friendship, a relationship where like, hey man, this like. There's a lot of things that have happened behind the scenes, bro, that we're not gonna talk about on camera and put it out there, but that me and you know that have happened, like, hey, this and that, between us alone that other people don't know, as far as like in the shop and, conversations and stuff, it's like, okay, you get into detail about stuff and you're like, oh shit, like, you start to learn stuff about me, I learn stuff about you, and not everybody's like that, but I feel like definitely, especially the men, bro. A lot of the men that we cut, man, they go through a lot of shit, man, a lot of bullshit, bro. And I like that, bro. Like, being able to conversate with somebody and change their day, lighten their day up, shit like that, man. Sometimes the clients lighten my day up, bro.
Yeah.
So I really like that, bro. I really like that part of being able to change somebody's day with a haircut, bro. Like. It's not just a haircut, So that's all, and as men, that's all we got, bro. Haircuts, man. Because if we can't get a haircut, bro, we already ugly as men. How we gonna get, a little bit better looking? Then our wives and girlfriends and potential girlfriends, they ain't gonna mess with us, bro. But the girls got makeup, nails, hair, they got eyebrows, they got it all, So. But yeah, I definitely love barbering, bro. Love barbering. But I've never been able to get away from construction, bro. You know, that's another thing that, you know, I quit construction to become a barber, but I've never been able to get away from it. You know, now it's different because now we do it, you know, for ourselves. My dad has his own company. You know, I started my own company, so it's just, you do it for yourself, so it's very different.
Yeah.
But I've never been able to get away from it. And I don't mind it, bro. I like it. Like, I like it. I used to hate it, bro. I used to hate it. Back in the day when I worked for somebody, I hated it, bro. I hated waking up at 5 in the morning and going to work and being like, damn, bro, like, I just hated it, man.
Yeah.
But now it's different, you know? So,
Yeah.
and that's just, like, again, that's the stuff that I told you that people don't see behind the scenes, you know what I mean? When you're doing your thing and you don't put it out there and you don't, you know, it's just behind the scenes stuff, bro.
Yeah, that's what I always say too. If you really love something, you're gonna do it, regardless. And if you don't like it, you shouldn't be doing it as well too, because you know.
Cause you ain't gonna do it good, bro.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, you ain't gonna do good. That's every craft.
Yeah, that's anywhere. Cause that's what I usually tell people too. I was like, you just gotta be better than you are yesterday, and you know, be better today. Cause you know, not every job's easy. Sometimes they are, but you know, you just gotta.
Every job has its own little situation, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like every job does. So I've seen people that I've complimented, bro, at not knock off, you know, any type of job, but you know, through drive-throughs, people know how to, you know, attend people well and stuff, and if they do the job, you know, I'm not saying with a passion, but they do it well.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and they attend you well, serving, stuff like that, like. And if you do it well, man, like it's you know, you could be good at it and do well at it.
Yeah.
You just gotta do the job good.
Yeah.
That's with every craft, bro. So that's like you, bro. Like when I think you're the only server, bro, when you used to serve, that has impressed my dad, bro. Because, you know, when we would go eat, bro, we'd be deep, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of people. And you took our order, bro, and you didn't write down shit.
Oh, yeah.
And my dad said, what? He said, man, if this guy, because you were young at the time, bro. I'm not saying you're not young right now, but you were young, super young. He's like, man, if this kid brings back all our orders and nothing's wrong, that's gonna be crazy. And yeah, you brought everything as we ordered it, because people changed up, you know, different dishes and stuff like that. And the drinks, everything. And he was like, man, he was amazed. To this day, bro, ain't nobody else amazing, bro. He was like, what the fuck? Because there was a lot of us, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it was big. It was a big group. You guys have a big family too, so I think it was back up, what, like 20 people maybe? Almost?
Yeah, it was like
With the kids and
18,
stuff like that?
something like that, bro. And everybody's ordering, and it's exactly how we ordered it. And my dad was impressed. To this day, he's like, man, I don't think nobody's impressing like that. So if you do your job right, you know, like that's what I'm saying. If we wouldn't have known you, bro, at the time, so my dad, my family, bro, it's just when we go out like that and people serve us right, like at the restaurants and stuff, you know, it's if they give you a good service, you're gonna give a good tip, right?
Yeah.
And even if they don't give a good service, you still give a decent tip. But if you do it well, there's gonna be more. You know what I mean? And just stuff like that, it's like my dad was like, man, like that alone right there earned him a bigger tip. You know what I mean? Because he was just impressed with stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, usually when I get hung onto something, I put my 100% to everything. So, you know. So whatever I do, any job that I would do, I think I do 100%. Just give my full potential.
You have to, bro. You have to.
Just cause I've been a hard worker since I was in high school, so my mom was like, you're gonna get out there and work, and so that's kind of built my character. I grew up a little bit early, because I was already paying rent when I was like 18, so stuff like that. So growing up, I was like, I gotta do my job, you know, make my money and pay my bills and what I gotta do, and the rest is me. So I kind of learned from that, and then as everything, you kind of have your off days too, because with the podcast, you know, I started off strong, and then 2 years off, and then I'm back again. It's just kind of stuff that you lose too, because I don't know, mental health did play a lot to me in like the last 2 years, yeah. So that's kind of why I stopped everything too. So it's kind of a thing that, you know, kind of helped too. But now that I've kind of like worked on it better, I'm back onto it again. Because I'm a hard head, so if I don't get something my way, I don't want it anyway. Yeah, but once I get dedicated, I dedicate myself to it, so Right now, I'm working hard on getting all these podcast episodes out. You know, getting people on there, new people on. It's just the time. Everybody has different timing, so
Yeah. Just syncing up with people,
Yeah.
man. That's the thing.
that's the most difficult thing about this.
Syncing up with people. But and nowadays, the majority of people are busy. You know, they got their own life. So that's one thing that people, when you're young, bro, you don't get it. When you start a family or you get of age, you know, of a certain age, you start to see like, oh, people are, you know, time isn't just sitting there.
Yeah.
Time's valuable, bro.
Yeah, it's like right now too. I mean, my friends are growing. They're growing their families. They got kids and stuff like that. So, you know, it's harder to see them sometimes. You know, so I understand that too.
But you understand it now, right? Because you see the reality.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you that at some point, bro, some of your homies or yourself, because a lot of your homies you guys been homies since for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not just something that happened 2 years ago. It's been something for years.
Yeah.
So you guys were homies before you guys had kids, you know? So then when somebody starts to have a kid and then they start to give more time to their family, which is fine. That's how it should be, right? But then you guys as homies, you're like, man, you ain't trying to kick it no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just giving them little side shits like that.
Yeah. But you guys start to get busy and you guys are like, oh shit, life is busy. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I think that's what most people don't see either too. Cause, I mean, I think I enjoyed my life in high school and my teens pretty much. I did what I could. I could have done more, but you know, it is what it is. But now that I'm 30, you know, you'll understand.
Damn, you 30, big dog?
30, bro. 30, bro.
Damn, bro.
I know.
That's crazy. You old, bro.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm 28.
Yeah.
28, big dog. Been 28 for a few years now.
I know. Didn't you just turn them on like last year?
Yeah, 28, bro. For like a few years already been
Yeah.
28.
Yeah, I remember when I was 21.
It just doesn't go up no more on me, man.
Nah, I tell everybody after like 21, your birthdays don't even matter no more. It's the same thing. It's just the same, another year, you're doing the same thing anyway, regardless of what you're doing.
You got to try to do a little better every year, but yeah, I mean, it's crazy because it becomes a routine. You just try to change, try to get better as a person, as you know, an adult and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
So we're almost the same age. How does it feel to work with people younger than you, bro?
man, bro, that's one thing that you have to adapt, man. With all these young folks, man, these youngsters. Now I understand Johnny, man. They used to call us youngsters, and you know, we had a different mindset than him. It's for the better, right? But it's definitely a different mindset, bro, where it's like you view it, you understand him a little bit more on different things now. Because you're like, oh, okay, like when you're young, you got a different mindset, bro. Like you view life different. So you have to adapt, you know, because the barbers that are working here are 19 years old, besides, you know, me and my brother. My brother's 28, 29.
I think he's older than you, yeah.
So
I think he's older
I'm
than
28,
you.
he's 29. So he, you know, you have to adapt, bro. With these young folks, bro. My boy Zay, 19. Paraga's 19. My boy Chiquilin over there is 19. So, you know, you have to adapt with these guys, bro.
Yeah.
So, the good thing about it is, though, bro, I will say this. The good thing about it is that these cats, bro, that work in here, man, they're not soft. They are, but they're not. You know? They can mess around and joke around and have a good time at the shop. You know what I mean? A lot of barbers, bro, a lot of people that have come in, majority of the people that have come into varsity know that we fuck around, bro. You know? Excuse my language, but we mess around, like big time, bro. So all day long, bro, make it a good time in here, bro.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know how to joke around and stuff like that. But thank God, bro, these guys do, man. They're young, but they do. We only had one individual that he's kind of like, at first it was like, you know, big, bad, and tough, but he fell into it, man, where he's like, okay, like let's just joke around. It's all jokes, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Cause I'm the second oldest, you know, where I work in the back doing detailing.
Second oldest?
Yeah. There's someone that's older by year, so you know we work with a lot of younger kids. They're like 19 to 20s. You know, they come in here and they'll be on that TikTok stuff, saying YYN and call me Unk and stuff like that. And I'm like, man, bro, what are you guys saying to me right now?
Say all these crazy ass words too.
Yeah, and then be like, you know this, you know that.
Yeah. You know what word when it started? I was like, man, what the fuck is that? You know, but the way they were using it, I was like, kind of you put two and two together. And I was like, what? Like, what is it? Crash out, bro. I was like, when that word started coming out, bro. You know, I got a son that's 13, so he when they started using that word, crash out, I was like, what is crash out, bro? And then finally I understood it, you know, and I was like, oh, okay, that's what crash out is. Okay. But there's all these words that they be using, bro. Same when Riz came out, you know what I mean? When the word Riz came out, bro. For us, bro, it was game. Yeah. Did you have game back in the day? Yeah. You know, for us, did you mac them down? You know, those are the words we would use, bro. But for these kids, it's Riz. Like, bro, where y'all come up with these words, man?
Riz, what's the thing that's going on right now?
The one that I heard the other day on the radio, bro, was that they were trying to like say that was the worst one that came out in 2025 was 6-7.
Oh yeah.
They were like, that's the worst one that came out in 2025.
Man, that was one of the
overused,
bullshit, bro.
That shit had me annoyed, bro.
I know I have a little sister, so I go to the house too. But they don't be saying it out loud and stuff like that. So I went in there and I was like, what are we doing around 6-7? And they're like, you know what that means?
Yeah, I start laughing at
you.
Yeah, like they couldn't believe that. Big bro knew what it was.
They got comfortable and started doing it too. I'm like, how do you know about that? I'm like, I know stuff.
I'm young. What you mean?
Yeah. Well, I kind of gotta keep up with the trends too, cause I mean I gotta be on social media, just keeping an eye out what's new, what everybody's doing.
What's out there?
Too, yeah. So I usually keep up with all the lingo and stuff like that, or the youngins going to work and telling me about this or that.
Hey, that's one thing too, bro. That I don't know how you are as far as like you run a podcast, right? Mm-hmm. But if you stay on social media, if you don't, and me, bro, if it's social media to upload a picture for work, video, whatever the case is, I'll do it. You know what I mean? No problem. But I try to. Sometimes I'm bad about it, but I try to be off social media, bro. Like, I don't know.
Well, I'm not really on it all the time. It's just like a time waster for me, pretty much. Like if I'm on lunchtime or I'm about to fall asleep, I get on there, so do something. But I'm not on there hardcore, just doing this and that. Most of the time, I'm just watching or seeing what's going on around Wichita too, because you know, the podcast. I don't think there was very many people doing it when I kind of started. I ain't gonna say I'm a hater or anything like that, but you know, I really hear about
the difference is this: that you're right. You know, you're right because I've seen it. But the difference is this: what we just talked about, bro. They stayed consistent. They kept uploading.
They got
you kind of were like here and there, all that. You know, that's the difference, bro.
Yeah.
So
that's the thing, and I've seen like there's a couple that grew up recently too, so pretty good. No, but what I gotta do better is just try to network with other people, just get them on the podcast, let them see what they got, because that's what it is. I mean, pretty much if I want to grow and I want to help them grow too.
People, I think people don't mind. Well, some people might be like, nah, bro, I'm not trying to do a podcast, but nah, the majority of people, bro, be like, nah, I'm down, bro, I'm down to do the podcast.
Yeah.
It's just the time, like you said, man, finding the right time to get squared away with everybody. But it's definitely doable, bro.
Yeah, it's that, and then people would just get camera shy, mic shy too, because before I even started having video, people would get just like, they would be nervous. Oh, I don't know what to talk about. What am I gonna say?
Nah, but some people too, bro, have you met people that you're like, even homies that you have, they'll talk their ass off, but then when it comes down to the podcast, it's kind of like, what happened to the dude I know, the homie I know that talks his ass off?
Yeah.
You have people like that?
Yeah, sometimes they're like that too. But most of the time it's just natural because we've been cool, so they kind of they're not too bad at it. They just keep it flowing and stuff like that. there's times where like we're talking about something and like someone dies off on the conversation because they're not included in it no more or they don't have experience on it and stuff like that. But we just try to pick it back up to where it has
Where
to
it
be
left
again.
off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only hard thing, just keeping the conversation going. Because we don't want to have like a little pause, moment of awkward silence and stuff like that.
But that's
either.
where you have to edit it though. You know what I mean? Because I imagine a lot of podcasts have stuff like that. But that's where the edits come in.
Yeah.
You don't want to edit it. You want to keep it,
Yeah.
organic. But it might be something that you have to pick up. Bro.
Yeah. Well, there's gonna be a time when I have to do it, But most of the time, when the co-host is here too, when Yams is around, he's more flowing with everything.
Hey,
too,
shout the
so
co-host out, man. Cause
he couldn't make it because he had to work, and this is a 2 mic person thing, so I told him about that too. Because I wasn't trying to get the whole studio out here too. That's a lot of
you gotta shout him
carrying.
out, bro. You gotta shout the co-host out, man. Like,
Yeah.
he was trying to be here, but he had to work too and stuff like that.
Yeah. But he's out there. He's been hitting on my line when we're gonna record, so waiting for him to be free and me free. So that's on
Life,
too.
bro.
That's
Life getting in the way.
Honestly, yep.
So for the weekend, bro, on I guess on the regular, what's your routine for weekends, bro? Because today's a Saturday, bright and early morning. You're going to work, set after this. But what does your routine look like?
My routine, it depends, bro. I just kind of go with the flow most of the time, If I'm working, I'm usually just kicking it, being lazy sometimes, because I work 6 days a week, so I'm always trying to keep busy. So like right now I work, and then later today just kind of let stuff plan out,
You ready to see the Eagles or what?
Oh, of course, bro. You already know we're gonna win. That is true.
They gonna beat the Niners or what?
Yeah,
You
they're gonna-
forgot about the Eagles, huh?
I forgot there was games today, bro. Now we're gonna beat the Niners, bro.
Easy peasy?
Easy peasy.
right.
It won't be an easy game, bro.
Oh, it ain't?
Nah, bro.
I had a Niner fan in here last night. He swore that they were gonna beat the Eagles, bro.
I don't know, bro.
My boy Rob's over there too, bro. Eagle fan. Look.
Nah.
Hey, y'all gonna beat the Niners or what, big dog? You sure? Oh shit. Okay. They
Yeah.
said the Winers. Okay.
But I think it's gonna be a pretty close game, honestly, because it's gonna come down.
It's
to
gonna be
defense.
easier. It's gonna be a close game.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but we still got it, bro. We got it. We got Rocky, bro. Come on.
As long
Yeah, I
as
hear you. I hear
As long as
you.
they can stop McCaffrey, that's all that matters, bro.
You got a defense to stop them.
Yeah, bro. Our defense is pretty. They've been clicking lately, so they've been causing turnovers and stuff like that. So the offense is still a little bit struggling, but
A little iffy.
yeah, hopefully they get the hang of it. Yeah, bro.
That's crazy. We got two Eagle fans in the building at once, man. How long ago did you become a fan, Rob? After their first Super Bowl win? 21? What about you, my guy?
Me? Man, it had to be around middle school time because McNabb was still a quarterback. It was like his final 2-3 years, I think it was. That's when I became a fan. Because my cousin was a die-ass, hard-ass Cowboys fan, so
Cowboy fan?
yeah.
So he pushed you away from that?
Yeah,
You hated
so-
the Cowboys, huh?
Yeah, we were watching the game. It was an Eagles versus Cowboys game, and his friend was an Eagles fan too. So they were just talking shit to each other and blah, blah, blah. And then it came down to what team you going for? And I was like, man, I don't know if I want to be a Cowboys fan. I think just the
That was a
annoyance
good
of it.
decision. You made a good
I
decision,
think just
man.
the annoyance of always like, oh yeah, the Cowboys is 5 Super Bowl, blah, blah. And so I became an Eagles fan. And since then I did the roster with them. Imagine if I was a Cowboys fan, bro.
Man, I can't, bro. I know a few of them, and sometimes they're depressed. Sometimes they're happy. Sometimes they want to kill people. I don't know. It's not a good thing to be a Cowboys fan, bro. That's all I know.
Like right now they're all free agents apparently, so.
Damn, bro. They say every year, but it hasn't came, huh? So be honest, bro. How good of a chance do you think Eagles got? Do you think they got a solid chance, or you think that the I think they get through the Niners. I do. But when it comes down to the Rams, the Seahawks, you think they look solid for it?
Shit, I hope, bro, because I mean the Bears are in that conversation too, because
Hey, I think the Bears. I think the Bears beat the Packers too this weekend.
Yeah, the Packers they haven't been all right, but the Bears are good. They beat them on Black Friday, so it wasn't a bad game either, but it was just a defensive thing too.
But you guys let them come back. I think I remember that game. Weren't you guys up and then they came back?
No.
You guys were down the whole time?
Yeah, we were down the whole time.
Oh, it was the Cowboys out there.
Yeah, the Cowboys was when we were like 21 and up, bro.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Don't even talk about that, bro.
That's terrible, bro. You guys are 21 up, bro, and then let them come all the way back. No, buddy.
Nah, that was a bad game, bro. I was supposed to go to that game too. Thankfully, I didn't go, bro. Cause fuck.
Yeah, you would have been mad as shit, man. Probably got into a fight with somebody out there just cause. I know you're a fighter, bro.
Nah, bro, I didn't fight.
You're aggressive, bro. You're
I don't
an
fight,
aggressive
bro.
one, bro.
I don't fight. I'm nice.
You're a lover?
Yeah.
Yeah? I don't know, bro. I don't know.
But I do love the Eagles, bro, and they say fight for what you love, so. Yeah, it should be pretty good.
Well, that
Hopefully.
Niner fan said it was gonna be easy peasy whooping y'all, but we'll see. I told him no. I was riding with the Eagles, bro. I asked him if he wanted to bet. He said he didn't want to bet. I said, well, you don't believe in them that much.
I don't know. Seahawks beat them, so
Yeah.
kind of hard. Kind of hard to believe that.
Yeah. Seahawks did whoop them.
That's me. What you do be doing on the weekends, bro? Besides be working?
Man, family, bro. Family. It definitely, your routine changes when you got family, bro. I got, my boy plays sports. My daughter plays sports too. Stay busy with that, bro. You know, when they do sports, man, and I love the sports. So when they're doing it, I don't mind being out there with them. You know what I mean? I love it. So just with the family, bro. When I'm not working, bro, I'm with the family, and that's what like my family, like my immediate family, like my household, right? And then my immediate family, like parents, brothers, sister. That's honestly, out of everything, that's what I love the most, bro. Yeah. Being around them. So.
You like being around your brother, even though you work with him, bro?
Yeah, bro. Sometimes, you know, it's like one of those things where I think he's you know, the younger generation. You know what I mean? The YNs, and he's annoying, bro. He's soft. You know what I mean? Sometimes, but he gets annoyed at me more than I get annoyed at him. But it's, you know, it's fine. I'm cool with it. But definitely, bro. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, he's the soft generation, bro. Be pissing him off. Sometimes he gets mad.
Yeah, because you guys are competitive, so I know how that be going with you.
Oh,
guys.
super competitive, bro. You know us, man, for a while. It's just that I don't know, bro. I think that competitive nature is just in us, man. Like I see it in my nephews. I see it in my son, my daughter. That they hate to lose, bro. They all hate to lose. I feel like that's a good thing, bro. You know, you got to try to have that mentality, bro. But it's a good and a bad thing, bro. Because since they hate losing so much, bro, at all the sports, because they all play sports, right?
Yeah.
They try their ass off, bro. I mean, they go hard, bro. But since they don't like it, bro, they don't like losing, they're so competitive. It's like you hate seeing, like me, bro. I hate seeing my son, nephews, daughter cry about losing. And it's like you gotta try to teach them, like that's a hard subject, bro, because you can't tell your kids or your nephews or it's okay to lose. Hell no, bro. I will never say that. I will never say it's okay to lose. But what I try to tell them is, you know, it's you gotta do your best you can do. And if they outdid you that day, it is what it is, right? But you gotta try your best. You can't play yourself, bro. I've always said that. You can't play yourself and say, oh, I did try my best, but you really didn't, you know? But it's a good and a bad thing, because that's a hard one to explain to a kid, bro. Like, it's okay to suck. No, it's not okay to suck. But then you don't want to make it to where, like, well, if they suck, they're like, I suck and I'm not good at it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I know I've seen it, bro, where a lot of parents are okay with it, and I'm not gonna be one of those parents, bro. Mm-hmm. Where they're okay with their kid just showing up, pretty much. Hell no, bro. I wasn't raised that way, and I'm not saying that's the right way. I'm just saying I'm not gonna raise my kid to just be okay with showing up to an event, to a sport, to whatever. And I showed up, and that's all that needs to happen. Hell no, you gotta show up and produce. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's in everything, bro. In life. That's like me showing up here today, bro, to the podcast and just showing up and just fucking whatever. Hell no, bro, you gotta show up and produce, man.
Yeah.
So, it's part of it. Jose, on the podcast, bro, I can't show up and just be here I gotta show up and, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta stun a little bit.
Hey, the funny thing is about my boy Zay, bro, I don't know what Chicolin, what he thought, but they said when they met me, what did you think, Chicolin? When you met me, did you think I was gonna be serious or a jokester? Be real. Keep it organic, man. Yeah, you thought I was gonna be like all fucking what's the word? Like a non-jokester, like just like a. You gotta be at work, Chicolin. You better not be late, man. Like that. Yeah. Nah, you gotta have fun in life, man. Yeah. Nah, you gotta be yeah, there's a time to be serious, a time to joke around, but I'd rather joke around, bro. Have fun, bro. This life's too short, man. You know what I mean? Yep. The Eagle fan's still mad, bro. He's still mad. He got a haircut with Oscar. Look at him. Hey, Rob, you feeling better, bro? You feeling better? You still mad? Yeah?
You're just trying to take the hat right now.
Oh, you didn't? You were trying to give him the hat? Oh, you don't want to give it to him. You don't want to give it to him. You don't need a hat no more, bro. Hey, that's a badass hat right there. Look, man. Let me show the podcast, bro. This is one of the best hats they can buy right here. Look, and then look, and then look, and then look. Boom. Okay. Yeah. All right, big dog. Appreciate you. Good luck, bro. Good luck. Good luck to the amigos, bro.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be a great weekend for Rob. Look at his sexy ass.
Oh, look.
Dude, with the confidence around here.
What up? I don't know. Me either.
Yeah, when my boy Zay met me, Chicolin said he thought so, and then it did. But Zay says when he met me, he thought I was gonna be real serious, like an asshole.
No, I think he's an asshole. I thought he was just on the street. Like, I fucking you at work.
And I'm the most jokester one, the most everything, bro. I don't know, I feel like that deep inside of me, man, I'm still a kid, bro. Yeah. That's why with my nephews and shit, bro, my son, my daughter, all of them, man, I get along real good with them, bro, because I feel like I'm still a kid, man, at heart, man.
I think that's how I feel.
Like, I don't feel old, bro, to be honest. I don't feel old, man. I wake up some days and I'm like, man, I'm chilling. I'm cool, bro. There's other days where I do wake up and I'm like, damn, I might gain a little bit of age, you know? But, nah, I don't feel old, bro, at all.
Yeah, no.
So young. What's up, Big Pimpin'? Be right with you, bro.
I don't need it until it hits that time where I'm like, oh, my knee or something. Gotta keep your body healthy. That's all it is.
What up?
So there's days where you feel old, bro?
Huh?
There's days where you feel old?
Nah, not yet, bro. My back don't hurt. I mean, sometimes it do, cause I be laying, going to sleep a different way, but none of my body hurts yet, so thankful for that.
That's a big blessing, bro.
Yeah.
As long as the back don't hurt, bro, you good, man. The shoulder can hurt, you know,
The
stuff
knee
like
can,
that.
you can
but-
limp a little bit, but
Yeah, but if the back is cool, bro, because, hey, when the back goes out, I've had it. When the back goes out, man, and you fucking had to get up like this, you're like, oh, you start to be like, damn, oh, that's all bad, bro. All right, man. They're probably looking at the podcast and criticizing the haircut, bro. It's all good. It's part of it, man. You know what I mean? It's going to be part of it. Used to it.
I
But
like it.
how we going to wrap it up, bro? What we going to say?
What you want to tell the people,
What's the script, bro?
What do you want to
What's
tell
the
the
script?
people? Where can they find you, bro? You know, get your clientele out there, bro.
We're Varsity Barbershop, man. We're right down the street. We're right in front of East High, man. Come check us out, bro. If you say you come in here, you see the podcast, you come in here, say you saw check the shop out because you saw the podcast, you get a discount. Okay? You get the 2-for-1 special. You pay for 2, you get 1. Nah, come in here for real. If y'all see it on the podcast, come in here, say you saw it on the podcast, we'll hook it up. For sure.
Shout out mine doing all. So appreciate you getting me in here, bro, giving time, and you know.
Yes,
this
sir.
is
I
the first
appreciate you
time.
every time, bro.
I appreciate you, but that's the first time for this podcast, you know. Hopefully you guys like
Oh,
this
there'll be
first-
another one. There'll be another one,
Yeah,
bro.
there's gonna be more of this. This is the first trial and error for this podcast to go.
Hey, but
so.
the other one we're gonna talk about. I don't know how they do it on IG and all the other platforms, but we're gonna talk about crazy shit.
Yeah,
bro.
we'll have them at the studio this time, but you know, hopefully
This
you guys
is just
enjoy
the
it.
introduction,
Yeah.
huh? This is just the
This is
introduction.
an introduction so you guys know who he is, and hey, the podcast to go is gonna be a thing.
Yes,
We're not
sir.
gonna think about streaming because that's a little too personal, but hopefully you guys like it and y'all see more of these in the future.
All right, big dog.
Peace.